What's up, guys? Today let's take a look at Kaiyodo, Revoltech, Amanda Yamaguchi, Ninja Gaiden 3, Raya Hayabusa. This is their third figure in their Ninja Gaiden line, the first two being Ninja Gaiden 2, Ryu, and Ayane. And they also got two other Ryus on the way. One is the classic one, another is the newest Ninja Gaiden 4, which makes sense, right? Ryu is a popular protagonist in a popular game series, and is also a cool-ass ninja. As for the figure itself, it is done by Yamaguchi, so the design decision is pretty much identical to the first Ryu, which is good. And recently they have improved the quality control by quite a bit, so the figure turns out pretty well if you like their figure. I also think that Bro Toys made one that's, I think it's also Ninja Gaiden 3 because he got the cursed arm as well. I don't know how that one turns out. I heard a lot of good thing about it, some bad thing about it, but like usually I would prefer third party over official release, but in this case, I would always prefer a Yamaguchi unless the counterpart is really, really well done. And I think this one is pretty well done, even by their standards. So without further ado, let's take a look at the figure. So first, let's do a little comparison with the Ninja Gaiden 2 Ryu. And yeah, even though they may look similar, they're brand new scope from head to toe. Well, except for I think for the shoulder and the bicep, they may be the same. Yeah, I think they're the same. The sharpness of the scope is different, like the vein is different, but the actual scope is exactly the same. So everything else is brand new. Okay, no reuse here. And let's take a closer look at the face. Let me zoom in. I like the expression on the older one, although the skin tone is looks like he just come back from a coal mine. Okay. The expression on the new one is softer, but at least the skin tone is better. Okay. A combination of the two will be ideal. Okay, let's put you out of the way. As for the scope, the details and paint job, it's done enough. Well done enough. Most of these just plastic, as you can see. No shading on the skin tone. There's of course shading on the cursor arm. I don't like how they do the wrist cut. Either you bring out the wrist ball like all the way, so you have maximum range, or just half bury the wrist ball inside the arm, right? Right now it just looked like her wrist got cut off. Very ugly. Yeah, the paint job is sharp enough. No shading or anything, and the scope, especially on the head, I think it's a little bit muddy, but at least the paint is well done enough. Yeah, so for a Yamaguchi figure and for a figure that's mostly just dark color with some flesh tone, it looks pretty good. Matte finish with more shading will be nice, but like this is Yamaguchi, they're not gonna do that. In terms of proportion, I think he is a little bit skinnier compared to the first one. Like the first one has broader waist. This one is more skinnier, and the scuff design is different. This one is glued here, and this one is like connected to the back, because so you have better butterfly joint range on this one, right? Worse butterfly joint, but it sits better. This one looks like the scarf is floating. Okay, that's enough for the aesthetic. Let's take a look at his articulation. The head can look up, Okay, look down, rotation, and tail. All right, I wish they cut a little bit back here so you can look up better, but this is not bad, all things considered. Butterfly joint, like I showed you before, is a little bit loose, but it's not floppy, so the arms can go 360, and he can cross arms pretty easily, okay, and can raise way over 90. There's a ball here, so you can rotate and wiggle, right? And go bicep swivel, and their traditional, oops, put it right here, their ball elbow, if you don't want gapping, a little bit over 90, but if you want more range, going to be gapping, okay? Since this is a ball, you can either rotate here or rotate here if you want, and of course you can wiggle and wrist ball. Okay, torso. Really good torso range, as you might expect from them. Crunching back, also pretty good, although it's going to be a little bit gapping. Side, pretty good. Rotation here, 360, no issue. And rotation here. Although on mine, right out of the box, these two are a little bit too tight to the point of creaky. So I put a little bit silk oil on it. Okay, hip joint. Kick forward 90 degrees, no issue. Kick back about this much. Although you do have to kick to the side a little bit. Kick to the side. This is a bit over 45, which is always something they cannot do very well. Okay, you can use the, like, rotate this and rotate the angle side cut, but I really don't like to do that because it's gonna look pretty ugly, and also the side cut on this side is super tight. Okay, cross arm is, cross leg. Nope. I don't know why they made these kunais removable. Like, they're not usable, and it's pretty annoying to deal with. Oof. Angle side cut on mine is really, really tight. Ugh. I need to lube them up later. Put the kunai back on. Knee. Same knee as before, and pretty good range. Shin, rotation, and there's a hinge as per usual, right? And the ankle, rotation 360, going back. Forward is limited mainly because of these folding pieces. They should make it a bit softer. This is, frankly, a little bit too hard. Yeah. Rocker. Rocker's pretty good, to be honest, especially considering that he doesn't have that much of a, like, kick to the side. So this is definitely enough. So overall, so annoying. I might need to glue it. Overall, his articulation is as good as you can expect from a amazing Yamaguchi figure. Like, there's not much complaining. Oh, and the scarf. There's a ball joint here, okay? And scarf here, this is a ball, so there's a little bit of adjustment here. So like I said, as good as you can expect from the amazing Yamaguchi figure. Like the only complaint I have is the ankle forward. Could be a little bit better, and looking up could be like 10 degrees better. All right, let's take a look at his accessories. As far as accessory goes, he got, this is 10 hands, this is 3 extra, so, and there's one more fist, so 14 hands in total. This is the swappable arms for the right arms in case you don't want the curse arms. Swapping is relatively easy, although the new arms a little bit hard to put on. If you're having trouble, use heat, okay? What else? Yes, his weapon. Dragon sword and scabbard connected by a ball peg. Stand please, Ryu. Thank you very much. Okay, it's too loose. Won't stay in the scabbard. And the pre-order limited bonus from the official store, Blade of Archfiend. You can also store it here. Okay. As far as I can tell, these two are exactly the same as the first Ryu, scope-wise. Paint is a little bit smoother. Okay. Also the Eclipse Eye. There's a mechanic here. Okay. Detach from here to better hold it. The detail is okay. Not super great or anything, but it's well done enough. And the moon staff. Also detached from here. Again, okay details. Nothing to write home about. And 2 shuriken. And the hand for holding them. This is the, like, they have 2 types of holding hand. This is for the rounded one is for the sai and the bow staff. And the rectangle one, where is it? There you go. Rectangle one is for the katana, although it is a little bit too loose for my preference. And this is the storage for the bow staff and the thigh. I prefer to insert it this way. Okay, ball joint. You can plug on his back. Nope, not this one. What am I thinking? And what else? This is for adjusting the articulated eyes, because same with the first one, he does have articulated eyes. You know what? I'm gonna pull the whole head off. Okay. Then just a typical Kaiyodo stand and a swappable replacement wrist joint. Okay. I think it's decent amount of stuff for the price, although this figure is definitely not cheap. But you can also swap accessories with the first Ryu, so that's a little bit added value here if you got the first one. Okay. Having a bit hard time. This is a floating piece, okay. Same with the first one. Let's take a look at the size comparison after I put him together. Almost forgot. For hand, this is a pointing hand, okay. And this hand is for holding the shuriken. With the first Ryu and Ayane, with Jada Kuma, make that Soul Suit Superman and Kaiyodo jewelry. With Figma Isaac Clarke, SH Figure Billy Kid, and Stone Arena Nash. With Bro Toys Light Warrior and Gun Studio Superman. To sum it up, this is a refined first Ryu with improved quality control and some tweaked design decisions, although I still don't like how the way that Kuna is connected. I don't know why they keep doing this. This is like useless for removal, so just make them sculpt it or just glue them on. Yeah, so if you like the first one, you're definitely going to like this one. I think the first one had the issue of the hand keep falling off or some joint too tight, too loose and stuff. From what I heard, this one is pretty good. Like, the only issue in terms of joint on mine is the torso, and it's a very easy fix. And if you don't like this one, you can always go for Bro Toys. There's options, alright? So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.